What is up YouTube? We're Underleveled. My name is Taka, and in this video, I'm going to be going over an easy way to get those 5 consecutive wins in the new PVP event in Pokemon TCG Pocket. So let's get right into it. And if you're enjoying Pokemon TCG Pocket and the content we make for it, then we hope you consider hitting that subscribe button. Alright, so with this deck, I actually went on a 10 win streak before ultimately losing because of my own terrible plays. But after trying many decks, both meta and off meta, I found this deck by far the easiest because whether you go first or second, you have the advantage. But first, I just want to put a disclaimer out there that I know a lot of people are frustrated with this new PvP event. And while I do personally really enjoy the challenge, I mean, that is why I made the 10-pack deck challenge. Shameless plug. I know others are kind of having a hard time getting those 5 consecutive wins. So this video is for those who just want to get those 5 consecutive wins, get their emblem, and then just go back to playing some chill PvP matches. If you want to challenge yourself and use off-meta decks, then you might not find this video very helpful. But I hope you'll still stick around to watch because I had some pretty good matches. But I just had to put that out there because, you know, the internet. Alright, but I talked way too much. Here is the deck. Yes, it is Startakuno again. Did you miss it? But really, I went on a 10 win streak using this deck, and it actually makes a lot of sense because this is the only deck that can play very well whether you go first or second. No other deck has that kind of versatility. And yes, while luck does play a role in a lot of this, I mean, 10 times in a row, that's pretty good. I'll play the clips of all 10 of my matches in a row sped up, just so you can see that I actually did win 10 times in a row and all the decks that I went up against. And as that plays through, I'll go over exactly why this deck is so perfect for this PvP event. Okay, so like I mentioned before, this deck does very well whether you go first or second. Actually, this deck does better going first if you have the right opening hand. So if you're tired of flipping heads and going first, then give this deck a try. Okay, so let's say your opening hand has a Staryu, Starmie, and a Misty in it, which actually happens more often than you think. Going first is going to be a huge advantage because even though you can't attach energy on your first turn, you can evolve faster than your opponent can. So on your very next turn, you can already evolve to Starmie. Then you can use Misty, and all you really need to do is flip 1 heads. Because the second energy you can just pull from your energy zone and attach to Starmie. Then you can already start hitting for 90 damage, which will knock out most non-EX basic Pokemon. Because remember, by this turn, your opponent still can't evolve any Pokemon. This actually happened to me in a couple of matches. Now, if you were to start with, say, Articuno and Misty as your opening hand, then you're going to need a little bit more luck, but you still have a pretty good advantage. And you can even possibly knock out your opponent's Pokemon turn 1. So like I said, you do need a good Misty because you need to flip at least 3 heads. But if you do play a good Misty, then you can already hit for 80 damage on your first turn, as well as doing some damage to all of your opponent's benched Pokemon. But even if you do happen to go second, Starmie sets up extremely fast, as well as being able to pivot on a dime with 0 retreat cost. Articuno is great for tanking, as well as doing some pretty good damage. And Articuno only needs 1 energy and an X speed to be able to retreat. The main goal of this deck is to set up an attack as fast as possible, so that you can take out your opponent's big hitters before they can evolve or attack. Or you just need to try to take as many prize points as fast as possible. That means using Sabrina to draw out your opponent's bench Pokemon so that you can knock them out easily, winning you the game before your opponent can attach enough energies to Mewtwo, Charizard, or Dragonite. You can also use Sabrina to bring out Pikachu's bench Pokemon to knock them out, to lessen the damage of those super effective electric attacks. But remember, just like any other deck, there is some luck involved. Sometimes bad luck just gets the best of us. But the best that we can do is try to use our skills and our experience to try to offset that luck as much as we can. But I think I talked long enough and I can still see that the gameplay is still going on. So I'm just gonna let it play to the end. But I am done talking, so you can click off this video now if you want to. But if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit that like button, as well as subscribe and turning on the bell for notifications for more Pokemon TCG Pocket content. But like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.